Don't. Please don't fall. I just got kicked off a TikTok live again for no reason at all. I think I've been on not TikTok. I think I've been on YouTube live twice probably the whole time I've had a YouTube channel was being on here twice, but I was launching. I'm launching a wellness shot in a dry form. So this is how it comes. If you've been on my TikTok, then you know like what's going on. But they constantly like blocking me on there. So if y'all can see, if somebody is in here, let me know. Let me know if y'all can see this before I keep going. Because if YouTube blocked me, then I'm not about to keep on trying to do this. I might as well go back to TikTok and at least get on there for them to kick me off. Somebody said, so it's people that can see it. Okay. The name of the website is, I don't know what is I doing. It's going to be on I got a hair, should I flip the camera? I'm going to flip the camera. I got a hair care company, and it's going to be launched on this. I don't know if this is backwards for YouTube, but for TikTok, it's backwards. So I might have to flip the camera. But if this is backwards to you, whoever just asked that, let me. I don't even know where the questions went. TikTok, the questions they filter them, but here I don't even know where the questions go. But somebody just asked me what's the name of the website. Excuse me for the wellness shot launch. It's shemeherhaircare.com. You will see a tab that says health and wellness, and once you click that tab, you'll see three products. One will be the oil of oregano. The other one will be the wellness shot in the dry form. I hope y'all can see this. And then the other one will be loose herbs. Like, I gotta reach for it to show y'all, but it'll be like loose herbs, like different kind of herbs and stuff. I'm about to move the camera so you can kind of see. This is everything that's in the wellness shot. I'm at a prep station. So this is everything that's in the wellness shot. So you'll be able to buy it like individually. Like you'll be able to buy oregano oil, like 3 ounces of that, horehound, 3 ounces of that, dried blood oranges or mullein, honeysuckle, all that kind of stuff. I have a whole bunch of herbs. I don't know where the questions are going. I just seen, never mind, I tapped the screen. What's your TikTok? My TikTok name is the same name on here. She's the show. And I'm about to show y'all. Is this card backwards? Can you see this? Like, is it backwards or can you read it, or do I have to flip the camera? Because again, I only been on here twice as far as going live, like, 2 years ago. But they definitely, they don't like me. They don't like me telling y'all information. But you will be able to purchase this. This is 4 quarts, which will give you 10 servings of 8-ounce cups. And then this is 4 ounces of oregano, oil of oregano. This is not just no oil mixed with oregano. It's been sitting for 5 years, so this is really powerful. This is a natural antibiotic. If you've been on my TikToks, y'all know all the stuff that I tell y'all. But if you order this, you'll get a whole script of what's it good for, directions and stuff you can use it for, everything. But TikTok definitely got me blocked. Now I'm gonna flip the camera because again, I don't know if y'all can see this, but next Monday I launched it'll be open. You'll get a link if you pre-order it. You'll get a link and you can just click the link on Saturday. The link will open up for you, and then the orders will be shipped on Tuesday. But Monday it opens to the whole public. And again, the pre-orders, you'll get the free gift, either one of these. It's just a scoop, and then a bag like this, but it'll be my logo is going to be on that bag. And then if you order this, it'll come with a large cheesecloth. And again, loose herbs will be, you'll see the list of herbs that you can that's just a message from YouTube. I thought they was doing the same thing TikTok was doing. But you'll get a list of herbs that you can choose from. Ounces start at like 3 ounces, and they'll be in bags like this. So when you order loose herbs, that's what the tab is going to tell you. Loose herbs, it's just your selection of it. And this is just out, but when you order it, it'll be secured, and have a a logo on it. I have cheese bags too. And what these are, you have a large one for the wellness shot and then a smaller one for teas. So if you order some mullein or you order some honeysuckle and you know you want to make a herbal tea, you'll receive this with this. Depend on like what you order and how many you request. So these are just natural tea bags. You just fill them up with the herbs and then you tie it up and you brew it like you would, you know, brew the regular tea. Not the regular tea, but the tea that y'all buy like in the grocery stores and stuff. And again, all of these herbs that you saw when I flipped the camera, which I'm going to flip in a second, is in here. The only thing that is not is horehound. Just because horehound is so powerful, it's just by itself. It's like one of few herbs that you drink by itself. So horehound, you would just take about 2 tablespoons to every couple, 8 ounces of water, which is 1 cup. Boil it and then drink it. Everything else you can mix it together. It has to be done by itself. So horehound is not in the actual wellness shot, but I'll go through everything that is. I did dry out the blood oranges myself and the ginger, and I'll show you guys what that is. But everything will be on the website. I'm going to show the website where you can pre-order. I almost forgot what I was. Show the website where you can pre-order. How you flip the so you can pre-order on that website right there where it says info@shemeherhaircare.com. You can send me a message and just put pre-order, and then you don't have to tell me what it is, because regardless of anything, if you pre-order through the website, you'll get a link on Saturday. You follow the link and then you can just go shopping normally, but you're the only person that can see that link until Monday, until it opens to the public. Or you can go to my website and my hair website and go ahead and a box is going to pop up. This is the website. I'm going to just show y'all instead of talking about it. So this is my hair website. The ring light is in the way, but I hope y'all can see that. She Me Her Hair Care. I have 2 natural products. One is a herbal oil, and then the other one is a curl refresh spray with rosemary and lavender. So if you come on here, this little box right here is going to pop up automatically. If you send me a message, it'll come to me. This is my site. So it'll come to me. And then you can just put, I want to pre-order the wellness shot. So just make sure you can send it for the wellness shot, because this is my hair page. So I get emails about hair too. So I want to make sure that when you email me that it filters you to the right section. And I know like all my pre-orders and stuff. Somebody said, when will it be up on the website ready for purchase? On Monday. This upcoming Monday. But if you pre-order, you'll get it. You can purchase it on Saturday. And again, it'll be the wellness shot. And this is all of this stuff I'm explaining it. I know it looks like a lot, but if you notice, I tell people on TikTok all the time, there's no labels on it. None of this stuff. I know what all of this stuff is without having to label it, because I know about like herbs and stuff like that. I didn't just wake up and decide to to do this. So back to the website. If you pre-order, again, you'll get the link this Saturday. You'll get the link this Saturday, and then you'll get your free gift when you do purchase it. But just make sure you put Wellness Shop pre-order in there. And then this website, we can go to shop, and I'll show you a few products that I have as far as the hair care. I don't have a YouTube channel for my hair care page yet. It's coming, but I don't have that yet. The ring light. There we go. Well, that ain't making no better. Let me lift this. All right, that's better. So this is my company again, She Me Her Hair Care. That's my logo. That's me. Y'all can see that. This is the oil that I have. It's a bunch of natural herbs in it. This is 4 ounces for $12. And then this is the Curl Refresh Spray with rosemary and lavender. You can use this as a rinse, or you can spray it on your curls every day if you have curly hair like me. And then I have bonnets and, you know, that detangle brush, the very popular detangle brush. I sold out of these, like, I think within like a week. And I opened, I think July 31st of last year. And these sold first, especially the pink ones. And I have the 2-in-1 edge brushes, the one with the brush at the tip and then the comb at the end. And this is me taking all these pictures, me just doing everything. Satin scrunchies, the large ones, satin hair ties. That's just a different color brush. Different color bonnets. Those about to be sold out too. These is what I always have in my hair when I have my hair up in a bun, like high bun. Everybody always asks me what is in my hair, and it's this. If I'm doing like 2 buns, I'm using these. If I'm doing a low bun, as you can see, is that, because that's me. That's my hair. I have just about all the hair accessories, and y'all want to see, like, this is me. This all of that stuff that you see, most of the stuff is kind of sold out. So that's me, you know, purchasing. If you purchase anything, it's gonna come strictly to me. It's not a third party. It's not nobody from China, and I don't order none of my stuff from China, so y'all don't have to worry about that. But this is my hair care page, and on the oil, anything that you purchase, but we're gonna focus on the oil. It's everything you need to know is in the description, because a lot of people ask me a lot of questions about it, and because they can't see the label in a photo, but everything that's on the label is right here. So if y'all want to screenshot that or replay this, I think you can replay back YouTube lives, but it's more like a sealant, you know, but it has a lot of powerful herbs, and all the herbs are right here, like super powerful herbs. So the spray, same thing with the spray. All the information you need to know is on here. So the label is basically on there. So if you get this, if you pre-order or you go to my website the day of the launch, this is on the iPad. So if you click here, you'll see a tab that says health and wellness. I'm sorry, health and food services. So it'll you'll see a tab here, click the tab, and then 3 boxes will show up. One will be the loose herbs, another one will be the wellness shot, and then the last one will be the oregano oil. Oil of oregano oil. Really don't matter which way you say it. Now, if you are part of the pre-launch, you're about to get an email tomorrow, and it's gonna look like this. The email is just gonna show you that there's 2 products that's gonna be new, and that's my logo for my food company, and then this is the oil of oregano, and then this is the wellness shot. But keep in mind, everything that you see there is in here. Like, all of that is literally all of that, and I had to take a photo just to showcase it out a little bit. So you want to pre-order to get your gift, you can, but again, you don't have to pre-order, you don't have to order it, but it is going to be a lot of useful information in a card instead of it being on the logo, because if I was to put it on the logo, the words would be extremely small. So that's why you don't see the nutrition facts and all that kind of stuff. And if anybody is wondering about the nutrition facts, it's a tea. Herbs have nothing in it as far as calories or protein or carbs and salt. None of that stuff is in there. So it's 0% for everything. And then the intake, you know, when you selling anything when it comes to food, even though this is like not it's no nutrition facts to it, you still have to put it on the label. So if I was to add it here, it just would have been really, really small. So that's why y'all see it. If you purchase anything, you'll see it a little different than everybody else, because it was no way, because you're just gonna throw it away when you get done. Especially this is vacuum sealed. So once you get done with this, you order this. If you keep it vacuum sealed, on the label it'll specify, you keep it vacuum sealed, it can last up to a year. As soon as you break this seal, like the moment you break it, you got to put it in the cheesecloth, which I'm about to show y'all. Put it in the cheesecloth, and then boil it. You want to boil it for the directions that you see on here. There's a video on here that's the opening page of the wellness shot, and that video explains to you, you know, boil it for 2 hours on hard boil, and then slow boil it. But make sure that if you sit standing over the pot, making sure that it's getting you're inhaling it. So this is I'm gonna flip the camera because I want to show y'all how to actually do it, demonstrate it on here, and I will figure out if if you can, I'm trying to make sure this thing don't fall. Okay. This is the cheesecloth that it comes in. This is a large cheesecloth. This is the wellness shot. It's cut like this because the cheesecloth, it's the same size as the cheesecloth. And I'm going to do one on here to show you that I'm the one filling these. Like it's not nobody else. But it's going to come to you just like this if you order it. So if you order 1, 2, 3, you're going to get 3 cheesecloths. It's going to come the same way. So when you get it, it's going to come like this. The instructions is going to be to open it up. The moment you break the seal, you're going to dump this inside of here and tie it up. This is a large cheesecloth. You're going to tie it up. Tie it, I say 2 times to make it secure, and then boil it in the 4 quarts of water. The 4 quarts of water, the pot should not go without water. I'm going to do another detailed video. It's going to be a quick, like, 60-second video because I'm going to make it as a reel too on Instagram. The moment that you start boiling this, if you are sick or you feeling ill, stand over the pot. And I'm 30, so I don't know how old everybody else is, but you know, like when you used to have to do that, when you was feeling sick, standing over the pot, getting the steam, you know, that's basically what you're doing. But you want to make sure you dump everything in the pot. You're going to boil it for the recommended time. Again, you're going to drink it by the cup. So you can drink it hot, you can let it cool down completely, and you can drink it cold. But if you're sick, you can keep reheating it up. Like you can keep on doing that. You can just get a cup, 8 ounces, put it in the microwave, and then keep drinking it until it's gone. Or if you want to store it, you can make it as a wellness shot, which that's what it is, but a shot. 1 ounce is 1 shot. So you can do, it's 10 servings. So you can do 1 shot for 10 days. You can do 1 cup. You can do it a whole bunch of different ways, but everything will just be explained on the place card that y'all get when y'all order this. But the cheesecloth that it comes in, this is what you boil this in. Because I tried to explain this before, and some people was just like, they didn't, you know, pretty much understand. But this is me. I'm going to show you how I vacuum seal it or whatever. But I'm not about to just send this to y'all and just be like, hey, throw it in the pot. No. And if y'all know how much 4 quarts is, 4 quarts is a lot. And if y'all want me to show a demonstration of, I'm going to show a demonstration of how to boil it again, but the pot, there's a container that I have that has measurements on it, and 4 quarts is about up here, like from here to like here. So it's a good amount. Depends on what kind of pot that you do have. But this is the wellness shot. And again, I didn't put the label on here because if I was to put the label on here, you would cut it. You would completely cut it off. The label would be on here, but these, you're gonna, once you break the seal, you immediately have to use it. And again, all of this stuff is dried out. You don't really have to do too much, but if you don't use it or you're just buying it just to make sure you have it just in case, or have it in your, this goes in your medicine cabinet. This doesn't go in your pantry. So I recommend you put it in your medicine cabinet, put it at the back. You just have it sitting there. You know, because there's a lot of people getting sick. Like a hell of a lot of people getting sick. I know somebody right now that got sick 2 weeks ago. They sick again. Then know somebody else who was sick a month ago. They sick again. And know somebody that just had the flu not even a month ago, and now they got a respiratory infection. So it's good to just have it, you know, give you a little bit of relief. And as far as the oil of oregano, this is a natural antibiotic. And let me see if I can put it up to the thing like on TikTok. It's like the screen is a little brighter. I think that you can kind of see it in there. So I'll show y'all. I'll move this out the way. The demonstration of what I do. This is my oil of oregano. This specific one has been sitting for 5 years. I have 5 containers of these. I always keep 5, and I have one 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years. So when I run out of this, because I'm using this this is the one that was filled with these bottles. I have 2 of these, but this was the one filled with the bottles. So once I run out of, you know, get low on this one, I add more from the one for 4 years to this one. I don't add fresh oil to this because I'm selling it now. So it's like, that's what I do. So it'll always be real powerful. The longer this sit, the more powerful it is. As you can see, you do not need a lot of oregano. You need enough, but you don't. This whole thing didn't need to be filled up with oregano like this and then covered in oil. That's not the way you do it. This is oregano right here. So some people are making oil that looks like this. They'll fill it up like this and then fill it up with oil. You know, you don't want to do that. Like, you can get about 5 to 6 out of the one that's just like this, because this is the loose one. It's just off of the stem. Oregano comes on the stem, so that's why it looks like that. And a lot of people do not understand or just have never seen it that way. So this is the oil of oregano. I filled most of these bottles with it. I have 6 more bottles to fill, which is what I'm gonna do on here. I'm gonna fill them, but I'm gonna show you how I put it in this container and how I filter it from here to here, because the oregano doesn't come out at all. It doesn't come out at all. So I'm just gonna show y'all how I fill the oregano bottles. And again, it's a natural antibiotic. I don't know what questions y'all have, because TikTok blocked the questions all the time. I can't even see all the questions. And once I start showing a bunch of books and stuff for my resources, they get to completely clipping everything that I'm talking about, or the camera start freezing, or they blur the words out. So hopefully YouTube don't do the same thing, because some people just do not know. So this is measurements on this bottle, which is how I know how to fill the bottle. So 4 ounces is down here. Every bottle is 4 ounces. Any glass bottle needs to be sterilized, washed, and then sterilized with hot water. And everybody say, oh, you can't put glass in hot water. You're right, but it needs to sterilize. You can dump it in there for 60 seconds and it's sterilized, and it has to dry for 2 days. All of these bottles have been washed, clean, sterilized. All these containers have been washed, clean, sterilized. Again, you can see I'm on a prep table, so I only do this here. So the bottle, this is a 4 ounce bottle. So that's how I'm measuring it, is measuring this from here. And I'm actually going to pour some. No, I'm not going to do that yet. I put the stems in here first, and then put the oil in there. But I'll show you guys how I filter this oil. I take the cheesecloth, the tea bag, and I put it in here. I was not about to go and buy like those machines or whatever, fancy machines to put product in bottles like that. I'm not doing that. This is just not happening, because this method to me works better, because it's more cleaner, it's more silkier. You know, it's just a better outcome for me. And I do everything by hand, so that's why I prefer to do it this way. So all I'm going to do is loosely tie that. And then I'm just going to pour the oil slowly yet carefully into the bottle, but it's going through the cheesecloth, so it's filtering itself. And you'll see me pull the cheesecloth up and make it so it'll catch any of the loose oregano that comes out. Because you can see this bottle, again, oregano is on the stem. This is real oregano. So you see it falling off. I'll move my hand. You can see it at the bottom. Those is what you don't want in the bottle. Alright, so now I'm just going to take the cheesecloth and pull it up. It'll catch whatever oregano that has fell out, which is not that much, but it's a good amount. And just squeeze it out. Just get as much as I can out. This is quicker than what it looked like, but it's better than buying machines and stuff to do this, because you got to clean that machine like every single time. So that's that. Now this is ready to fill these bottles. It is 12 ounces, so I'm going to get to fill 2 bottles. I'm sorry, 3 bottles with this. So I'm going to set this to the side. But now I'm gonna take my oregano, my actual oregano. I usually put parchment paper to grab the stems and fill the bottle with the stems. And again, this is glass, so when you order this, please be aware that this is glass. If you order it, you'll receive it, and all on the package, you'll see it say glass. Be careful, fragile, because I don't want them breaking y'all stuff. So I got my 4 bottles right here, and I'm about to take my oregano on a stem. You can get this from a farmer's market or a stand. In Georgia, they got them. You just gotta ask them for them. I know that for a fact. And then they put them in these wax bags. So I'm about to open this bag. And this is, I should have showed y'all the bag, but this is the bag. It's just a wax bag. And we're gonna put about 3 to 4 stems in each one. Each bottle. I'm gonna do all 6, but I'm gonna show the 2 that's on here. Hopefully y'all can kind of see it. But this is oregano. And what you don't want is the end. You don't want the root, you know, the stem, that part. You just want the little small pieces. Stuff them in the containers. Again, this is really tedious, but this oregano with that oil that's been sitting for that long is really good for ear infections, tonsillitis, arthritis. If you have arthritis, you can warm this up and it'll relieve your the pain, your nerves, because if you have arthritis, you need heat. And this oil, the oil must sit. Like, you can't just make it and then 2 weeks use it. You gotta sit for at least 2 years. That's what I always tell people. Every year I make it at the beginning of the year. It don't matter how many I have, I make it at the beginning of the year, because you never know. Like, you never know. If you have staph on your eyes, it will help with that. If you have a respiratory infection, if you don't know, if you are congested, clear your throat. This will help you do that. All you got to do is try clearing your throat. It'll give you a good amount of relief. And the way that you can take this is by, you can either put it under your tongue or you can drink it. For every 8-ounce cup of water, you can use 3 to 4 drops. I say 3, because if you're drinking 3 cups of water with this in there, you're doing 3 drops per, container of water that you're drinking. So you don't need to do 4 or 5, 6. You don't need that much. You just need enough. But I always tell people, drink it. Especially if you're sick and your throat starts hurting first. Because some people, when they're sick, their head start hurting first. And then other people, when they're sick, their throat start hurting first. That's how they know that they're about to get sick. Or you go to sleep. Like, you get really sleepy, like extremely sleepy. And then you wake up and you figure out that you're sick. Kids can have this. Animals can have this as an antibiotic. You have a bladder infection, you can put it in cranberry juice. It'll help clear it. You have kidney stones, you can drink this. It'll help clear it. It'll help the kidney stones pass through. You have cysts. You can take a little bit on the dropper tip and put it on a cotton ball and put it on wherever the cyst is at. Boil any of that. Put this on there and soak it on there 24 hours. It'll open right up. It'll open up. It's a lot of different things. But again, if you order this, I'll explain everything on the flyer that y'all get. So like I said, it's gonna be a little different as far as packaging wise, because I don't like labels with a bunch of words, because the words are extremely small. I wear glasses, and if I can't see it, then I know can't nobody else see it. But that's all I'm doing, is putting the oregano. in there. And again, this is a good amount. Again, this is 4 ounces. You don't need to. Someone said to fill this all the way up, and it's just like it's so many videos. You don't need to do that. I promise. You do not need to do it. And the reason why I'm selling this is because I realize that people just don't have access to all this stuff. And if they keep blocking me on TikTok, y'all never know. Y'all will never know. And I can't see questions after you get off of TikTok. You can't see anything. Like, they don't show you anything. You know, you don't see any questions or anything. Somebody said on here, they will. So if you ask me a question, I can see it, which I can see them now because I think 3 people commented and I said it. But TikTok, it disappears. Like, they completely delete it. So trying to answer most of the questions. And I know the issue is the book, because yesterday, the day before yesterday, I think I came on live. I was doing the same thing. And then I was showing the big books that clipped my live. And then I told somebody about saffron tea. It was a girl that put a video up that she like I think she like YouTube hair. She do like natural hair on YouTube, and she was talking about her cramping, and you know, she wasn't looking forward to, you know, that time of the month, and she was just trying to see if somebody knew anything that she could try, not medical, to help her. And I said saffron tea, and they deleted the comment. I tried to post a comment 3 times, and I was just like, you know what, maybe I'm just telling her too much information. And I still don't know if that comment posted, but I ended up just telling her like saffron tea, that's it. Like, instead of like me explaining to her like, drink it. Like, it's saffron in this too, if you guys don't know. It's saffron in this. If you look at when you get the when I post a picture of the wellness shot, the launch day, you'll see it. Like, you'll see the saffron. I just didn't explain it on here. But saffron is really expensive because of the labor to it. So I feel like that needs to be in here, because I have dozens of wellness shots. I've said this multiple times. I have literally dozens of wellness shots. This one is just the most effective, and this is just the one that went viral multiple times. And I still have people reposting my video as theirs. So now every time somebody reposts it, it gets flagged because I did the trademark, I branded everything, I did everything. So I'll see it. Somebody said they have liquid saffron. I do too. I do too. I keep this. And this is, I get it from the Indian store. I don't know about you. Is the price over here? No, the price of this was $3. You go into any grocery store right now that's not even authentic and you see saffron, you're going to pay about $15 for this. There's no way. All my stuff comes from the Indian stores. I go right in there, hair products, everything. But I got that too. And I know why you got it. We got it. I know why you got it. Let me see. Damn, I can't touch it. So I said, yep, it's good. And I learned about saffron oil by mistake. By mistake, I learned about it. And somebody went to, was it Egypt? I don't know how they even got it over here, but I think that they said that it was like real popular out there or whatever. And then brought it as like a gift, which I think that's how they got it up over here. They ended up shipping it back or something like that. And I didn't know that it could be in oil. I knew it could, but I didn't know that they had it. I just didn't know where to get it from. And then ended up going to the Indian store when I made them a vendor for my hair care company. And I asked them, like, do you have saffron? And they was just like, yep. Took it. And then the lady, she gave me a, like a little card that had a lot of information. But she wrote it down and I couldn't understand. I could understand it, but her handwriting it looked like it was in a different language. I just couldn't really read it. So every time I go, she always tells me, like, the herbs and stuff. I always ask her specifically about the herbs and stuff. And I asked her about saffron oil, and she was just like, just make sure you have it. Like, that was it. That's all she said, was just make sure you have it. And it's the labor to saffron, which is why it's so expensive. Like, y'all gotta, and if y'all never saw saffron, I will show y'all, but saffron is literally like shreds. Like, and it takes so long. That's why it's so expensive. But that little bottle was $3. And then when I say little bottle, I'm not mean like little. It's 25 milligrams. I said milligrams. 25 milligrams. And then if you look here, it says a product of Pakistan. So, and this is a certified company, but this here is, yeah, it says 25 milligrams right there. And it's an essential oil. You can brush your teeth with that. If you make, like I make my own toothpaste and deodorant and stuff, drop that right in there. Literally drop it right in there. Somebody says, yeah, online. Somebody said it's red confetti. Oh, that's the same person. Sorry. What did you say? You said it's red confetti. Yeah, it do. It do. It's like now, like, this is oregano. Where's the other one? This is oregano. This costs more than this on the stem. The stem is extremely cheap. Like that pack that I just showed y'all was $2. These you can get about 4 ounces for $1. And I showed that on my other live when I was first talking about the wellness shot. But that's why, you know, it's good to have the stem. And again, when I put it in here, I just trim it down because you don't need, you know, the rooty part of the stem. But you can see how many bottles. That's not even half. And I only did 4 bottles. I got a little bit more to put in here and then to fill these 2. But this is going to fill these. Like, I don't need to do more. But saffron for menstrual cramps. Like I said, I learned that the hard way. Not the hard way, but by mistake. Because, again, I was putting it in my toothpaste, you know. And I'm one of the people that get really, really bad cramps, like, that time of month. And, well, not no more because of that. But the same way the girl, I think her name is Alana, one of the two, she said something about it, and I'm just thinking like, dang, I used to be the same way. I couldn't walk, couldn't breathe. it just used to hurt. And when I used to go to the Indian stores, I get my soap, facial product, I get everything from there. And I was like leaning on a buggy because it's like a really small store, but they have buggies, and it was that time of the month. I was leaning, and the lady was like, "Oh, what's wrong?" And I was like, my cramps is just like really, really bad. And she was like, "Did you get the saffron oil?" I said, "Yeah." She said, rub it on your stomach. Wherever the cramps is at, rub it on your stomach. And then she said, put a heating pad over there. I did that. The amount of relief that I felt. And then said, drink it in some tea. And that just took it to a whole nother level. So now every time of the month, I got that at my desk at work. Like, you will not catch me without that. Like, I got to. Like, you will not catch me without that. But drinking it when you on your cycle, and then with the warmth from the tea, it erases the cramps almost immediately. And it take 1 cup. That's it. Like, I got a big cup at my desk. But I probably drink 1 when I first get there, and then 1 mid before it's time for me to go home. That way I can sleep. The cramps, yeah, I can. But I don't know why TikTok. Well, we know why they blocked the comment, but it was just like to hear somebody else like, yeah, I need some form of relief because it's getting worse. And I think she said the same thing, like, yeah, I just turned 30 last year, and I'm like, yeah, me too. So it's just like all them people, they be like, oh, things I wish I would have knew before I, you know, in my 20s or something like that. That's one of them. Drink saffron tea on your cycle, especially if you have endometriosis. Because I was borderline. You could tell me I didn't have endometriosis, how bad that junk was hurting. And saffron is in this, and the wellness shot. So when you guys order it, you'll be able to see all the ingredients. Because there was 2 people who was acting like me and selling the product out the trunk of their car. And I literally mean that. And people were reaching out to me, and it was all kind of stuff that was going on. So, and I wasn't even selling it. I just decided to sell it 2-3 months ago because I had to. Anything that you sell, you have to formulate it. So as far as like my hair care products, I had to formulate that. No matter if this is a tea or not, you still have to formulate it. And I just took the time to get it formulated, and then I decided to drop it in a dry form. But this wellness shot has the only thing that I put as a in red, like alarm, is the fact that it has cayenne pepper in it. And if you have gallbladder issues, if you don't have a gallbladder, and I know that sounds crazy that even if you have it, you don't have it, cayenne pepper can trigger that. You're taking high blood pressure medication, it can trigger that. You're taking any heart medications, it can trigger that. And it's been a couple people who have completely came off of medication, so they replaced it with, holistic stuff, and now they're taking, the wellness shot. They added it as a part of their daily routine. But the people who are actually on medication and you're like, oh, I just want to come off, you gotta do it a certain way, because once you start taking medications, you can't stop. You cannot, and the doctor not gonna tell you, because clearly they didn't. If the doctor cared about you, they would have told you before they gave you the medicine. Because the very first thing a doctor would do is say, hey, take this medication. Because when I had the sickle cell trait, the very first thing they was doing was trying to get me to take the medication. I got a bucket of medication for sickle cell to this day. I've never taken it. And I recently, this year, dissolved the trait. Like, you cannot tell me that that's the first thing that y'all think is to, hey, take this medication. Just like insulin. I tell people all the time, once you start taking insulin, you cannot stop. You cannot stop. Recently, last year, my mother, I caught a nurse trying to put insulin in her IV and said, oh, it's because the system that we run said that your levels were too high. So it just recommended that we give you insulin. She ain't never took insulin a day in her life. Literally caught her about to put it in her IV. And my mom was just like, I've never taken that. So once you start, you can't stop. And had she would have did that, it would have been bad. It would have been real, real bad. But all these medications and stuff, this is just to assist with that. But there are people, I still have not read all the comments to the wellness shot video, but it's a lot of testimonies on there. I tried to pin them because I learned that you can, pin comments, because when I release this video this weekend, you'll see a bunch of pinned comments pop up, so you guys can kind of see and be your own judge of it, because it's not fake, it's real. You see people telling you what the wellness shot did. And again, I'm not the first person to do this. I'm just probably the first person you saw do this. But I don't like to be sick. I'm not a sick person. So when I do get sick, it's extremely bad. Like, to the point where you might think I'm about to die. So staying away from being ill and helping people. I don't like to see people suffer. I think people don't realize that. But if y'all step out your ego or out your head, for the people that's like, oh, that doesn't work, and this is a hoax, and this is fake, and all that. This is not no witchcraft. I don't do nothing with witchcraft. None of that. You can just see that this is natural medication. And my mother can tell you that. I remember a lot of things as far as seeing it. Her telling people, take a tablespoon of nutmeg, drink some Horehound, doing this stuff when we was kids. So a lot of the stuff by book I know don't compare to the stuff that has happened in person. Learning the signs of somebody who has high cholesterol, the staph on their eyes, or learning the symptoms of a heart attack, and learning how to stop a heart attack, and from people actually having it. And it's just information. You can do what you want to do with it. But like I said, nobody has to follow me. I don't care. But as long as y'all know that there's somewhere you can come to get information, if you want to know, like, oh, let me look up some information about oregano oil, because I don't use Google, and I keep forgetting that this is YouTube, not TikTok. But I don't use Google. I use books, and my book collection is the resources that I have, on top of knowing, what to do for somebody who's coughing. I know for a fact that if I'm at work or something, I hear somebody coughing their lungs out in their office, I know to give them Mullen. I know how to put it in the tea bag and have them drink that. I know if somebody is spitting up, or coughing, and you can hear that they congested, I know to give them oregano and honeysuckle, stuff like that. And there's so many different things, but there's certain stuff I keep on me for a reason, just in case. This is at my desk. you have an ear infection, put this in your ear. The pain will relieve almost immediately. Same thing with menstrual cramps. That oil, drop it in some tea, drink it. This is almost done. Try to be a little bit cleaner. It works, but this one has more loose leaves in it. I'm gonna just I'm going to dump the rest of this in there and then start filling the bottles because it's live. I don't want it to be too long. I've been on here already for, yeah, I tell you 45 minutes. Take it to an hour. There's so much stuff. If TikTok allowed me to keep going live, unfortunately, TikTok is the quickest way to reach an audience. No matter, you know, if you're watching it or not, if you pass through, it can, you know, reach a lot of people. And so a lot of people gatekeep a lot of this stuff. I don't know why. Because for one, it can save your life. For two, it can help you with COVID. So, and the Whorehound by itself expels mucus. I'll show a couple books on here, like I show on TikTok, and explain and let y'all see that this is how I know about this stuff. This is how I know if you spitting up blood, what to do, or if you're the sound of your cough. I'm not a doctor. I don't want to be. I never wanted to be a doctor. I just know more than the average person do about stuff like this. And I have a book that for every prescription drug in America, it is in this book. For every prescription drug that has chemicals in it, this book tells you a holistic alternative. So the best herbs, it tells you what the herb looks like. It tells you what part of the herb is medical. Whorehound is one of those herbs where the entire herb is medical, so you can use it. There's other herbs where it'll say use the leaves, or like dandelion. Dandelion, you don't eat the flower. The flower has nothing to do with it. The leaves is what you should be consuming. That is the medical part. And the books just tell you a bunch of information. It tells you a bunch of information like that. So now we have these filled. Now I'm going to take the oil that I extracted from here, and I'm going to just fill the bottles up. I get these bottles from Uline. That's my vendor. There's another vendor not too far from like my place, because I order these in the hundreds. So I'm not about to sit there and sterilize 100 bottles. So what I would do is I would just take them there and they would sterilize it. But if I have like 40 or 50, I would do it myself. But these are sterilized completely with hot water. They wash them, they sterilize them. But that's all I'm doing is filling these bottles up. I have to extract it one more time because I can only do 4 and I need to do 6 of them. Four and a half because we gotta do that. And again, these are sterilized too. So these are just put on here. And I forgot I filled this one. So I do these 3. And 1 more cheesecloth. I'm gonna put this in here first. I'm gonna do 4.5. 450 milligrams. Get this open. And I'll go through the herbs, and then I'll go show you some books. And that way, this live is not too long. I'm gonna fill this all the way up though, because I might have to do one more. right, again, before I got on camera, any oregano oil that you have, flip it over before you use it. I already did it with this one, but when you receive this one, again, put it in your medicine cabinet, put it in the back. It's UV protected, so even if you put it in the light, it's gonna be fine, but I don't suggest you do that. I suggest you put it in the back of the cabinet, flip it over, and it's gonna tell you that on the label. Flip it over before you use it for about 2 minutes, and then flip it back, and then take the drops out, and you know, use it like you normally would. And then we're gonna do the same thing, same technique. Push it through. I'm gonna take it to 450 milligrams, and there we go. Actually, I'm sorry, 8. I said 4. I'm at 8. There we go. 450. Yep, because it's gonna clear that. And we're gonna feel the. This one doesn't. It has a little bit, but still, it's good to have a cheesecloth in there. And then it's extreme, it's super smooth. You know, you can see how the color is, how long that's been sitting there, because how deep that color is. And then we're just gonna finish filling this. Give me a sec. I need to change my gloves. It's getting a little slippery. But and then again, I'll refill this with the one from 4 years, and then add from the one from 3 years, and so on and so forth. But oregano oil, you can just rub it in your skin. It's good for everything. Somebody's how much for this is these will be $14. It's 4 ounces. They last 12 months, 6 months if you have a family of 4. So a family of 4, especially kids, they might, you know, just naturally get like ear infections and stuff, and you can just use it to your discretion. But if you like not really getting sick and stuff like that, you can sit this in your cabinet for up to a year. And then if you do run out of this, the only thing you would have to do is refill it. You can either use if you don't have grapeseed oil, you can use olive oil, because it should be dark. But the olive oil you have to use is it just say extra dark olive oil, imported olive oil. If you go to like an Italian market and they have the glass container of olive oil, that's the olive oil that you want to use. Grapeseed oil works really good too. Very, very good for stuff like this, but I prefer, most people probably can only find olive oil, which is fine, but it needs to sit for a super long time. So then all you would do is turn this over and then use it. Animals too, if your dog has an ear infection, your cat has an ear infection, use that. Use the oregano oil. All right, this is, I have some wipes. I had some wipes, where did they go? Let me get this out the way. I'm gonna do one of these wellness shots on camera. We'll package it on camera so you guys can see it. But I'm gonna go through the herbs that is in the actual wellness shot so people can understand exactly what you're getting. The wellness shot, again, this is 4 quarts. This is 10 servings, 4 quarts, 8 ounces a serving. It's no nutrition facts because there's nothing in here. It won't spike your blood pressure. It won't do anything unless you have gallbladder issues because it is cayenne pepper in this. And if you know anything about gallbladder, you know, they tell you, oh, stay away from spice. This is one of those things. But you can order this without cayenne pepper. Most people that's probably going to order this is probably sick or get sick a lot. And cayenne pepper expels mucus. These are done. Alright, so this is, I'm going to flip the camera so you guys can see all of the herbs in this little container. And then we'll get to actually vacuum sealing one so you guys can see. I'm gonna move this out the way. I'm actually gonna go get the saffron because I left it doing the photo shoot on my Instagram. You saw that yesterday. I forgot to get the forgot one thing. Okay. So this is saffron. As you can see, I have a lot of it. But this is saffron, and it's about literally like a pinch on the nutrition. You'll see, well, the recipe is like it's a pinch to it. But this is saffron. And I hope it's focusing so you guys can see it. But that is saffron. I'm going to show the measurements to the quarts for, let me move this out the way because this will fall if I don't move it. So again, this will give you 4 quarts. This is a container. On this container, 4 quarts is here. So that is the amount that you will be able to get. I'm gonna move this stuff out the way. So I want people to understand exactly how much you're getting. So 4 quarts is here. This is 6 quarts. These are food grade containers. So 4 quarts, you'll get it here. Again, you open this up, you put it in the cheesecloth and you boil it. But to measure it out, that's how much I'm just showing you guys. You don't boil it in here, but that's how much you'll be getting. And then you can do 1 cup every single day, hot or cold, no matter which way you do it. And then if you're sick, you're going to drink it. And then you're going to breathe it in as well. Stand over the pot and you'll see you need tissue. You need a lot of tissue if you stand over the pot because the mucus, everything will come out. You'll see it start to come out. But this is just showing you how much 4 quarts is this. Now, I know this looks small because it's vacuum sealed. But once you break the seal, you'll see how much is in here. And again, all of these herbs that I'm about to show you is in here. This is a promo, so for the photo, so you don't have to worry about that. So this here, it goes through all the herbs. Again, there's no labels on everything. So in order for you to know like what the herb is, you have to play this back. And I think I'm gonna just show it individually. But again, this is the saffron. Y'all seen the saffron. I'm gonna try to show all of them in the next 10 minutes. So again, try to go up close. I hope it shows you, because sometimes TikTok don't be showing nothing. But again, that's the saffron. You have, this is marshmallow root. That is marshmallow root. You can see that. Marshmallow root, same thing. A little bit goes a long way. So you'll see some in larger containers, some in smaller containers. You have turmeric. This is turmeric powder. You can add fresh turmeric. You can add fresh ginger. But the ginger that I have, I just dried it out. Same thing with the powder. You can buy turmeric powder, but I get this from the Indian store. So this is the powder. With turmeric, it will not activate unless you have black peppers. Black peppercorns. Black peppercorns, that's what this is. Again, all of this stuff came from the Indian market. See that? And then you have cloves. It is the exact same thing. I've always known cloves as clavos. That's what those are. Let me get this in there too. A little bit of this goes a long way as well. You have allspice beads. Allspice beads. You guys can see what that looks like. These are the smaller ones with the little small containers. Then we have black lemon. A lot of people do not know what a black lemon is. I'm going to open it. Oh, I already opened one. But this is a whole lemon. It's just dried out. But they are called black lemons for a reason. I have explained that multiple times with people that don't think that this is real or safe. It is. This is a black lemon. That's what the inside of it looks like. Half of this goes into one wellness shot. That's all you need. You don't need a whole one. Then we have dried ginger with the skin on. That is dried ginger. You'll see these bamboo spoons in here because bamboo soaks up moisture. So instead of me putting a moisture packet in these dried herbs, I just put a bamboo stick in here where it's a spoon. But I just put it right on in there to keep any other chemicals from getting in. So this is the dried ginger. Another thing I have is star anise seeds. These are star anise seeds. That's what that looks like. My hands are clean. So somebody say something. Your hands are not clean. They are definitely clean. Get into the herbs that you probably have not heard of, but I've talked about it multiple times and showed them. This is dried blood oranges. That is what this is. It will specify that it is dried blood oranges. If you want a wellness shot where you don't want the blood oranges in there, you have to specify that when you order it. You'll be able to order no blood oranges, no cayenne pepper. You know, you'll be able to order that. But this is the blood oranges dried out. Now we have cayenne pepper. This is cayenne pepper. I'm showing you because it looks really dark because it is, because this is authentic cayenne pepper. And the next thing we have, this is honeysuckle. This is honeysuckle. The only herb that looks like this is honeysuckle. So if you ever see this, you should know, like, okay, that's honeysuckle. Another herb that's in there is, this is mullein. This is dried mullein leaf. Really fluffy. This is one of the herbs too where the flower and the leaf is the medical part. Like I said, some herbs say, oh, the leaf is the medical part or the flower, but this is or both parts is the medical part. Then the main ingredient is always more of it in there, which is going to be the Mexican oregano. You can, if you want to make it like the video show you can do it with Italian oregano, but Mexican oregano is the strongest. Literally, it is the strongest. And I have in here, This is Italian oregano. This is Mexican oregano. Again, this is just the strongest, but because this sits for so long, that's why I put the Italian oregano in here and not in the wellness shot. But that is what's in the wellness shot. All of these herbs is in that little small containers that you saw. And if you're on my Instagram, you'll see up until the point where I launched the wellness shot, and it'll be like a lot of stuff explained. But these herbs here is the main ones that's in there. Some of them pair together. Black pepper, turmeric, allspice, clavos, those pair together, and saffron. This is a lot of saffron in here. Like this will probably last about 2.5 years if I was cooking with this. Because you don't need a lot of saffron. But I have this and I have the oil. So these, I think I showed these. The labels for my logo is gonna go on here, and again you'll get the place card for the oregano, and then it's just back here saying handmade. Because clearly I'm making everything from hand. I'm not hiring a robot or hiring nobody else to do it. It's literally just me. So I'm gonna see if they let me go back on TikTok live, but this is the wellness shot, and then I'll come back on here I think Friday or probably Thursday. Today is Tuesday, so Thursday I'll come back here when I open the website up for the link, and then you guys can see it there. But I'm surprised they didn't. Well, I'm not surprised because YouTube don't act like TikTok. TikTok just got a problem. But this is the wellness shot. Hopefully y'all can play this back and see if it saves. I don't know if it's gonna save or not, or what I gotta do to get it to save.